Hey guys, today I'm going to make a quick video on Facebook, trading Facebook calls and puts. I used AJ Trader 7's notes from Twitter, from AwesomeCallsTrading.com. His website's right here. But yeah, this is about me playing Facebook, where I had made 650 right here. Playing calls and puts, and it was, not a lot of time. It was only 17 seconds on the puts, 10 seconds on the calls. It happens quick, but I mean, I made 190 and 460. Today I got up to like 3,800 to like 4,000, but of course I gave some back, ended at 2,000 for the day. I'm going to call it. But I mean, I played AMD, BA, Facebook, Myrna, NVIDIA, QQQ, TAL, TDOC, and Tesla. TDOC, I was actually up 500 and did market sell, but spread opened up and sold it at a 148 loss. And had I not sold those, like, I actually knew it was going up. And if you looked at TDOC, those contracts were only 300. They went to 1,000, so I spent 3,000, took a 148 loss. I could have cashed out 10,000, 7,000 profit. Like, can't believe I missed that play, but still happy with ending the day at $2,008. But to make that, I played Facebook right in the morning. I always, my strategy is to play AJ's play in the morning, so I have a little house money to play with for the rest of my day trades. So this was like my first one, and I'll show you what I did. So his notes say FB earnings after the bell, it was at 367.81, gapping up 6 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 374.50. Then look for nice quick move 3 to 5 points to the upside. Then watch for topping. If this snaps 372 at the open, gap fill it back down to 369, 370 and under, then bottom curl it and slow move to the upside. So as you can see, the call, like, that play wasn't much, so right here he said, if it pops at the open at 374.50 and here's 374.50, it's going to go up 3 to 5 points. So I drew my first price target right here at 377.50. The next price target, 379.50. And look what it does. I mean, look how right AJ is, right? So this is why I'm not greedy, because sometimes, like, it's not going to run. You might hit that barrier and that's it, because it's like shorts covering, like the shorts are just trying to cover their shares. The momentum and volume rolls in. Like, look at the volume as the day rolls on, but look at it in that first minute. 524,000 volume on Facebook. That next minute, it's only 185,000. I mean, that's still a lot. Like, as the day rolls on, like right now, real time, it's at 13,000. And I mean, it opened up at 524,000. So that's why you're able to just, the open interest and volume's high. I knew I could get in, and look at it, opens up at 8:30, right here at 373.28. So I see it build up. I see it break this line, right? This is a minute candle, right? So 60 seconds, and I bought in at 8:30.43. So 2/3 of the second is when I'm buying in. Like right here, I bought in right here. Because at this point, like, it broke 374.50. Like, look how safe I was at least playing it. Like, Mark Moses would have never even played this. He would have just missed this, which is fine. Like, it's so dangerous, and like so many people probably lost money in this if you're not insanely fast. So like, if you're not really fast, I don't suggest this. I'm just playing out how I played it. So he said it breaks 374.50. I buy in with 375 calls, like right here. So if you look at my chart down here on my calls, like, look at, I mean, it immediately tanks. These contracts are opening up low of 885, high of 1125. Like, what a spread. Next candle's already at 1020 low, 1120 high. You know, by 20 minutes, they're worth $640. Like, you could literally lose 50% of this contract value in 20 minutes. So, the first 15 minutes, the implied volatility is really high. So that's what drives the price of the contract premium up. But whenever implied volatility drops off and, you know, if the price isn't moving in the right direction, especially like really going down in the other direction, like these contracts are barely worth anything until they go back up. But like today is Wednesday and only has 2 days left on this contract. Like, who knows where this is going to go? That's why I'm selling it so fast, is my point. But I buy it at 8:30:43. This is Central Time, so, you know, 9:30 is market open in New York, Eastern Time. So I'll literally buy it 43 seconds into market open. I sell it at 8:30:53. And, you know, I bought it market bought, like I did market buy, at 10:24. Average position right here. Got in at 10:24. At 8:30:42, I got 7, and then at 8:30:43, I got my other 3 on my 10 to fill. And then, boom, 8:30:53, 10 seconds later, I fill before it even gets to this high. I don't even want that, like look what happened, you know, like, boom. So, right here, I bought at 10:24, I sold at 10:70. And I made 460 profit in 10 seconds. So, but look, at 8:32, the high on that contract was 1120. 8:32 Central Time, 9:32 Eastern Time. So, if I held that for 2 minutes, I could have actually made 960 potential profit. But like, I made 460, which I'm happily going to take. And like, if you're trying to capture this, like trying to set a limit, like it's just dangerous. You could get filled, but like you might not, and then it tanks in the next minute. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, if, you know, I hit market sell and it tanked right away, this was dangerous. Like, but then if I set a limit in the first minute, it's tough. So if I see a big gain on it, which I did, I immediately just did market sell. And like, I didn't set this 10.7, that's just what I captured from market. And then right after, you know, so it hit AJ's first price target line literally and bounced. And then, so I'm not in it. And then I'm looking at the puts. You see, he says right here to enter puts at 372. So I just went to the closest puts there. There was actually a Facebook 372.50 put. So that's the one I entered. So at 837 right here, I enter at 837. I mean, it had been going down, you know, like you see it pinch right here on the moving averages, downside, downside, downside. But like, I guess from this point on, 1, 2, 3 minutes, you needed confirmation, and you needed to break this line. And then like, you need this next candle almost to like, you want it to open below that line. But I bought in right here. I guess I really should have waited for this candle to open below, which it did. So I guess safest entry per AJ notes would have been at 838. I took entry at 837. Got a slightly better entry, I guess. And I was just trying to scalp this. I had made, you know, the 460 7 minutes prior. I was playing QQQ and what else? I was playing Facebook and QQQ and TDOC at the same time, so I was watching other stuff. So I was just trying to scalp this. I knew there was downside once it passed this. Like, and look, AJ said it was going to 369, and look, it hit 366.93 before it bounced up. So I mean, like, his notes are so accurate. I can like play both or just one way if you're quick, you know, like I unfortunately know a lot of people that try this and they get burned. And so if you do try it with paper trade first, but there's a lot of lag. I've paper traded. It's like horrible. It's like a fourth the speed, so it's hard to get used to. And then when you go in real money and everything's a lot faster, if you try to go in heavy, you're going to get burned. And it's because you're just nervous and it's so much money. So just do one contract and just test it and just make sure you can do it with one. Then if you can do it with one, you can do it with 10. You just add a 0. So that's how I made it. You know, like if you played one, you, instead of making 460, you make 46. Instead of buying 10, you make 19. So obviously not as profitable if you buy one, but if you do that 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, 30 days in a row, and all of a sudden you're confident, size up, not straight to 10, but like to 2 or 3 or something, and just incrementally stair step your way up to 10. And when you get to 10, it's like a sweet spot, you know, like TD, it defaults to 10. So, but that's how I played it. Obviously, look, I only made 190 profit in 17 seconds, was extremely hasty. And like, if you were a pro trader and you saw this, when you saw the downside move, like in 10 minutes, it hit 1225 high. I bought in at 946. I could have made $2,790 if I would have just held it for a measly 10 minutes, you know, but to me, it's a lot of money on the line. I'd rather just scalp it for a little bit of money. I was playing other stuff anyways that was like in the money, and I was having a monitor, so I was just trying to get out. But in honesty, in hindsight, which is not always 2020, I should have kept it, you know, like 10 minutes. That's not a long time. I could have rode that out until the bounce and made 2,700 more than I ended up closing at for the day for everything. So that's, you know, not only do you want to get a good entry, but try to play it smart and watch it. And if you see profit, definitely take it. Don't get greedy. But I mean, I think I could have held it longer than 17 seconds. So, but yeah, 10 seconds here, 17 seconds here, 27 seconds to make 460 and 190. Like, I'll take it. So yeah, that's my video on Facebook and AJ's notes. Mark Moses method, pretty much. But I break a lot of his rules. You know, I'm buying into money contracts. He buys $400 to $600 contracts. He doesn't buy in the first 2 minutes. I do. I feel like I make a lot of money there. I've been burned, but right here it passed AJ's line. Like, I know it's going to go a little bit for shorts covering, so I just try to get in and out. So I used his strategy and kind of tweaked it, but he still gives you so much info in his stuff. So definitely props to Mark Moses 777 on Twitter for just the knowledge on options trading. Definitely recommend his course if you are into options trading. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Let me know what you think.